It's the week before Halloween. What do we need to know from our dream teams? Come on and join me and let's find out. Hello, Stacy the Blackfeather Intuitive. Welcome to another weekly oracle reading for the week of October 25th. And it is also Halloween week, Hallows Eve, and all that fun stuff. So if you are a celebrator or contributor to all of that, wishing you a happy, safe, and fulfilled one. So let's call in all the archangels, ascended masters, highest guides, light beings, creature teachers, elementals, loved ones in spirit. Come on into this space to give us the clarity and guidance that we need to have fun. Let's just have fun this week, because fun breeds joy. And that's what we're here for ultimately, is to experience joy in all levels. So what do we need to know to have fun this week? All right, so I am reading from Barbara Moore's Shadowscapes deck. Ooh, I like this. So in order to have more fun, we have Seven of Pentacles, which is reaping rewards. I love this card because it's symbolic of, okay, we're not towards the, we're not at the end of our journey. There's still work to go, but it is a time of harvest. And it's okay. We've put in a lot of work. We've put in a lot of time and effort into getting us to the point that we're at. Now it's time to stop and smell the roses a little bit. Of course, there's work involved. Yes, it is harvest. The peaches, in this case, I feel like they're little peaches, or I don't know, some kind of flower. We're going to call them peaches today. These peaches, well, peaches need to be picked, right? They need to be plucked from the tree, put into the bushel baskets or the barrels, and stored for later, sold, given away, preserved, whatever they need to do. So there's still work involved. But while you are plucking those peaches, you're biting into a delicious peach as you're working. You're thinking about all the delicious meals that you're going to be making, and the wonderful pies and desserts. And, maybe you're going to can some peaches for the year. You're thinking about and manifesting the next layer and level of the harvest. So yes, there's still a little bit of work involved, but you're enjoying the fruits of your labor. You're enjoying what you have manifested. Sure, you got to put a little more work and effort into making it practical or to putting it to the side, but you can have fun while you are doing it. So this week, the message really is to take the time to stop and smell the roses. We can create fun in any given moment. I am very much known the last couple of years for talking about how do you make dishes and laundry more spiritual. We are in a period of time where it is not about compartmentalizing our spirituality or energetic life. It is about integration. It's one thing to say, okay, I'm going to go and do my hoobity-floob spiritual stuff for a few hours on a Saturday afternoon, and then I come back to my regular life and do that. No more. This is, how can I bring the spirituality? How can I bring the heightened energy and the joy into my now, even if it is dishes and laundry, even if it is something that requires a little bit of work? How can I make it more fun? You can envision how you're going to continue to use this, how this, whatever it is that you're continuing to put effort into is going to help you moving forward. Maybe it's getting you further towards your goals. Maybe you're bringing someone into the mix this week to make it more fun. I know I do that a lot when I have a task that I need to do and I'm just like dreading it. It's, one of those things. A perfect example actually is this room that I'm sitting in, my studio. I had to get those spongy soundproofing things, and I had to put them all over the walls in my room. And it was just so tedious, and I had done it once before, and they fell off the wall, and I was like, ugh. And I knew I needed to do it. Well, what did I do? I called up a friend, and I'm like, hey, I know it doesn't sound very exciting, but I got a ton of wine here. Why don't you come on over, keep me company, we can drink a glass of wine, and you just be my assistant. And that way we can talk and shoot the shit, and I'm getting the work done. And it was joyful. It was fun. We had a blast. So find ways to make the dishes and laundry more fun this week. Yes, there is work involved. And clearly, I feel with this card, there is going to be a lot of work because it is a fruitful harvest. but that's a good thing. Always make sure that you're looking at it and saying, okay, yeah, there is extra work because we had a great year. We had a lot of harvest that has come through. You know, those apples grew well. Those oranges are just ripe for the picking. Look at the positive aspect of things. That's going to help it to be more joyful for you. Yeah, it still takes effort, but let's make it fun. Who says it has to be toil and trouble? It doesn't. It doesn't at all. All right, so we are pulling this week's Oracle deck, Oracle card from Colette Boron-Reid's Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. And I love this deck. I've had it forever and I use it all the time, but I thought it would be kind of fitting considering it is sort of that Halloween week. Not that it is a creepy Halloween deck or anything like that, but it does have some really cool, I want to say a little bit darker imagery in it with beautiful messages. The Sacred Union, partnership and romance. How interesting. So we've got a 7 of Pentacles and we also have 27. So 7 is a divine number. It is a number of manifestation. It's also a card of, or a number of reviewing where you've been and having the opportunity to tweak it because you still got somewhere to go. Is that where I really want to go? So 7s are important. This is definitely a time where you're not at the finish line, but you're close. So stick with it. And the 27, 2 and 7 is 9. Endings, resolutions, conclusions to things so that you're opening things up and moving forward. This also has the element and energy when we're talking about 9 of enjoying the fruits of your labor. It's after the labor, after the harvest and all of the cooking of the pies is there. Now you have a celebration and people are over for the pie and you're sitting back and you're going, this is wonderful. What a way to celebrate. And now what's next? I need to prepare for what's next. When we talk about sacred union, partnership, and romance, what I'm feeling here is there's going to be a lot of opportunity for all of us this week to really be a partner to ourselves, to blend the divine masculine and the divine feminine in a way that has not necessarily been highlighted this week. And it's not about endings in terms of endings of relationships. I'm feeling more like it's endings of unhealthy patterns and cycles within a relationship. It's coming to the end of a particular way of doing things that just isn't working anymore. How do we communicate better? How do we connect heart to heart and soul to soul more honestly and authentically with one another? How do we release insecurity? How do we release fear around what this relationship can become? And as we're releasing it, we are coming closer together because we're removing those barriers that are in between us. We are doing this on a personal level within ourselves, blending more of those two aspects of ourselves together. And I feel that it's also happening in partnerships with one another. How can we get rid of the crap in order to be able to come even closer together? And I feel very much that there's an energy here of heart space stuff. So I feel like any conflicts that are arising or discussions that are, I want to say, heavier in nature or maybe a little more uncomfortable, they're all because there's a heart issue. There's an issue of the heart, a matter of the heart that is at the core of it. And you got to get to the core of it in order to be able to clear that out and come together and be closer, be more in partnership and be in a healthy partnership with one another. And healthy partnership means, hey, I support you and you support me. No matter what is going on, we support one another. Now, this is sacred union and it's talking about romance, but this can also be partnerships in business. This can be partnerships with a friendship that you just need that. I mean, every friendship kind of has, well, I shouldn't say every, but many deep friendships, many good friendships, long-lasting friendships have a level of partnership. You get to know how each person responds. You get to know what each person kind of needs. This is happening in their life. Well, okay, this person's going to need a little extra support, or okay, this person is really going to need some alone time. And how can I support them through that alone time? Maybe I can look after the cat because they need to go away for a weekend. Maybe I can come over and bring some food, bring a couple of dinners that she or he can throw in the fridge or the freezer so that they don't have to worry about cooking because they're really going to be focused on, their own self-care or their own needs. So partnership comes in many forms. Yes, this has kind of a romantic bend, but But I feel for the average Joe and for this general reading, it's how can you bring yourself into partnership with self, and how can you be a better partner to the other individuals in your life? And that is what needs to be cleared away, that is a defense, that is getting in the way of heart closeness and a heart bond. So pay attention to that this week. We are reaping rewards. There is work and effort that's going into this, but it's coming together to bring us into a stronger union with self and a stronger union with source, with the divine. Really powerful stuff. Okay, let's pull a feather from the feather jar. Pull from sort of the center. Oh, we got a beautiful pink feather, being present. And so this is our message. This is our reminder. How can we do all of these things? How can we bring more fun and more joy into our lives? We can do it by being present and in the moment. And this isn't just like a soft sort of romantic feather. This is an in-your-face pink. I mean, it's like bright in your face. You can't ignore this color, right? It's almost like a neon. Be bold, be brave, take up space. Don't be afraid to take up space. Don't be afraid to breathe. Don't be afraid to sing. Don't be afraid to dance. Don't be afraid to move around in your space. Own your space and be present in everything that you're doing. This is going to bring you into more partnership and that sacred union with self. And it's also going to help you to really appreciate the harvest and to appreciate the work that you have put into being able to, I want to say, take care of yourself as well as your loved ones. You know, when we are reaping the rewards for a harvest, that we planted the seeds, and we planted the seeds in hopes that this is going to sustain us as we move forward towards our goals. So be present and enjoy the process of being able to support yourself towards your goals and being able to support others in your life to support their goals as well. Be present. Love that message. All right, guys, if you like what you see here, feel free to like, subscribe, and click that bell on my YouTube channel. I also have my Facebook page and my Insta, The Black Feather Intuitive. Would love to connect with you in that way. Also, of course, my website, theblackfeatherintuitive.com. You can hit up all my services right there on the website. I have an Archangel Conversations monthly workshop that I do if you're interested in learning more about the archangels and having a personal connection with them. That's a great way to connect. Also, I want to talk a little bit about, it's getting to that time of the year where I am going to be doing my year-end preview service again. This is an hour-long service and I use cards. I use tarot and oracle cards to do this, and I tune into each month of your upcoming year and let you know, kind of taking the pulse on what's coming through for you and let you know what you have to look forward to and some things that you need to maybe plan for in the upcoming year. And 2022 is coming up pretty quickly. So keep your eyes peeled for that. The service goes from December 1st to January 31st. So it's limited. It's a limited time offer. It only is for 2 months. And it's going to book up quickly. It's extremely popular. And fortunately, it's extremely popular. And unfortunately, there's only one of me that does it. So if you're interested in that, keep your eyes peeled. We are going to be doing some more announcements on that, and keep an eye on the website because that's where it's going to become available. Thanks so much, guys. I hope you have the most amazing week. Take care, be safe, and we'll see you next time.